Yeah, I'm a Norwegian citizen and born and raised on the beautiful west coast of Norway. Educated in the UK from Strathclyde, naval architect degree. And I came into the shipping industry, which is worldwide. So it started off in Norway after my national service, and then I came into the shipyard activity, working for a Norwegian shipyard, building new buildings. Was there for about 7 years. Then I moved into the ship owner side, on the chemical tanker side, working for one of the major chemical tank operators in Norway, Odfjell, in '96, which then led me to Bahrain, first time I think in '99, when we were docking vessels in ASRY. And Odfjell is still an important customer for ASRY. And after 6 years in Houston, some years back in Norway again, through a fellow acquaintance, I was informed that ASRY was looking for a new GM on the ship repair side. So in 2011, we decided to take up the offer, and me and my wife moved down in Bahrain in 2nd of January 2012. So then I joined ASRY, and after 1 year and a half, the former CEO retired, and I was then asked to take the position as the chief executive, which I took up in October in 2013. I think the main plan for ASRY now is to try to further develop the business that we have set. I think the facilities are there, and now we can capitalize on growing the activities, utilizing the experience that we have, the knowledge, the assets in the yard. So within the three business segments, and then further penetrate it. But of course, we always look at other opportunities that emerge. So you have to be vigilant and see what can come up. But I think we have a good base for activity, and diversified into three segments that are not fully dependent on each other. The market cycles are a bit different. So typically when the shipping is a bit down, the offshore can be up, and vice versa. So that gives a good stable platform to operate. ASRY being one of the major companies within the private sector in Bahrain, that has a responsibility. Our focus has been one to develop the infrastructure in ASRY and team up with specialist companies under the Project Jupiter. And I think we have, as I said, 60 companies registered over these years. So today I think we have more than 3,500 subcontracting workforce in ASRY. And all of these are based in Bahrain. So that of course created direct jobs and indirect jobs. And we will further develop that cooperation with the specialized companies. Another important thing for us is, of course, to look at developing our Bahraini workers and the Bahraini workforce. And over time we do special training, have training apprenticeship programs. We have agreement with the training institutions in Bahrain. We take in fresh graduates and people to do the trainee schemes and merge them into the organization. So that has been quite successful, and we will continue on that one. So that's quite important for us. Yeah, competition I think is always healthy to have competition as a company that can drive you forward, they keep your focus and momentum. Of course, when it comes to overcapacity, then of course it's a bigger challenge. And right now we have 4 large yards in the region, used to be 2, and both of us are here to stay. The market is quite solid in the Gulf with regard to ship repair and rig repair, so that's on the positive side. For us, our focus is to maintain our market share, to protect the long relation we have with our key customer, which we have been quite successful with in the past. And then to further capitalize on the asset that we have, and see where we can also diversify the company within the other areas that we are looking at. I think if you look at the region compared to the Gulf, compared to Far East and Asia, within our target for ships and rigs, there's a very high activity in the Gulf because of the trading pattern with oil tankers exporting oil. We see increase on the products and chemicals exported out. So the ships coming in and out of the region are very high. So that's a huge benefit being a shipyard. Secondly, Bahrain, compared to the other nations in the Gulf, has a lot of advantages. From a business perspective, the framework to operate a company in Bahrain is quite advantageous. Logistics is very good. Custom clearance formalities are well organized. They are quick compared to many other countries. We have all the facilities in Bahrain. It's a small island, but it's big enough that we have everything. So that's appreciated by our customers coming to us. So I think the framework as well is predictable. From the government support, issuing visas, and all those formalities are in place. So it's well organized, and for us that's very important when you're operating a company. I've been a member just over a year, and I must say I've enjoyed the membership immensely. The facility is beautiful. The ambience in the club is nice. And for me, it's been a good venue to bring business acquaintances, either for meetings or for luncheons or dinners, because it's isolated, it's quiet ambience, and you can combine meetings and luncheon quite well. And the staff is very nice and good service. And also the location from ASRY is quite ideal. It's not too far to travel. You can take a lunch meeting, afternoon meeting, and get back. So enjoyed it very much.